All right, officially it's 6:30, so we'll go ahead and get the Board of Justice meeting started. All right, so in typical form now, first thing on the agenda, of course, is a citizens input opportunity. All right, so in typical form here for us, we obviously at this time will allow 3-minute comments that will be taken from the audience on any topic. To address the board, please submit a fully completed request card to the Secretary of the Board of Adjustments prior to the beginning of the citizen input portion of the meeting. No action can be taken by the board during citizen input. So I guess the first question, is there anybody here who would like to chime in? No? Okay. Then we will move on. Next item on the agenda is, of course, consider approval of the minutes of the Board of Adjustments meeting on February 5th, 2020. They're part of the packet. Is there any actions to those?
I'll second.
I'm about to. We will call for that motion if there's no questions or deletions or comments about it. So we have a motion to approve and a second.
Motion to approve.
And Lewis will second. All right. Is all in favor? Are we working? And of course it carries. All right. Thanks. All right. Next item, of course, is 4A, is to conduct a public hearing and take action on a request by Mr. Martinez, Caminos Company, on behalf of property owners Carla and Gary Adams for a variance to section 77-401 of the Rowlett Development Code to reduce the minimum side yard setback for an accessory structure from 25 feet to 5 feet on property zone single family SF8 district with a special use permit. The 0.50 acre site is bounded by Dow Rock Road, 12 Ridge Drive, and 12 Creek Drive in the city of Rowlett, Dallas County, Texas. So we'll hear from the city first.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you, board members. As you stated previously, this is a public hearing for a request for a setback reduction from 25 feet to 5 feet on property zone SF8, single family. As you can see there's a location map showing where this property is located. Just to provide a little background information on this property, the subject property is abutted by 3 right-of-ways on 3 sides, and the lot is approximately 21,750 square feet. And there's existing structures on the site. There's 2 at this time right now with an attached garage. And also the property is surrounded by single-family residential as well, as you can see within the yellow showing the single-family residential. Recently, last year in December, this property went through a SUP request, and it was approved by City Council, and it was to construct a 1,500 square foot accessory structure on the site. So as you can see to the top, there is a new detached garage there that they're proposing. But with this lot, they were requesting that it be set back 5 feet from the side yard. With this, the lots with side yard adjacent to streets require a minimum setback of 25 feet setback on each side, as opposed to interior lots that require accessory structures to be set back a minimum of 3 feet from the rear and side of the property. And so again, the applicant is proposing to set it back 5 feet adjacent to Ridge Creek Drive. So the variance request that we see here is the required is 25 feet, but the request is 5 feet. And to accommodate this new garage being placed on the site, They would they would remove one of the accessory structures and then relocate the existing accessory structure to the other side of the western part of the property, which is shown on your map there, the new detached garage and the existing storage shed. To accommodate this and also mitigate some of the requirements here, they won't be putting a 8-foot fence along the area to help mitigate with them putting the structure so close to the side yard. So with this, staff recommends approval for the to reduce the 25-foot setback to 5 feet. And two, this is because of the current condition of it being 3-sided with street frontage, which creates a hardship for the applicant and compromises the ability to maximize the use of the intended side yard setback. I'm available for any questions that you may have, and also the property owner is here if you have any questions that you would like to ask.
All right, thanks. Any questions? Liz?
I do have a couple of questions. Would you mind?
I do have a couple of questions. Do we have any feedback from any of the adjacent property owners, either across the street or next door?
We do, not next door or across the street, but we did get a notice in within that 200, 500-foot radius that I left on the dais, because I forgot to mention that during my presentation, but they were in favor of this request. I have not received any oppositions. Even when we did the special use permit, I did not receive any oppositions in regards to the structure being located in this area of this property.
Is the structure going to be used specifically and only as a garage, or?
Yes, for their vehicles.
Okay. And the existing shed that's there now is the one that's going to be just moved further down on the lot?
Yes. That slide there. So this will be the end result that's on the screen.
Okay. And there was another small playhouse or a shed. Has it been removed already? Or?
Not already, not yet.
But it is going to be removed?
Yes.
Okay. And what kind of fencing is the owner proposing?
An 8-foot wood fence. Will be made of board. Board on board.
Board on board, so you won't see through it?
Right.
Let's skip the second pass. We'll give you guys a chance to come up and fill in those questions if you don't mind.
Mhm. That's all I have for now.
Any questions? All right, thanks. This time, if the applicants like to come up and say something on behalf of the request you're making, then this would be your time to come up and say something.
Sure.
And you might as well, just come up down here. You would be sure to give us your name and address, please.
Gary Adams, I'm the co-owner.
Thanks.
Gary Adams, I'm the owner.
Address.
And your address.
The main reason we want to get so close to the lot line on that side is because the garage doors are going to be coming out to the existing driveway. And if we come into the property more, one of the garage doors is going to be just inside the existing house, and you don't want to back out of your driveway and back into your house.
See, that sense.
Try and keep them over here so we can pull in the drive and come right in the garage doors. And like I said, there will be an 8-foot board-on-board fence covering that side of the garage anyway. The only thing that you'll see is the roof hanging over the top of the fence on the Quail Creek side.
All right.
Any questions?
Any questions from those?
So I do have one more question. And I understand that there's been some changes on the rules of the materials that we could use for the new structures. And this question is probably for Terry.
That would apply to construction of the mason area of the building proposed. So right now, we're not regulating the building materials.
Mhm.
We can no longer enforce that with our current requirements.
All right.
But they did have
And
mentioned that they would.
So what is the proposed material that you're thinking about putting in?
If you, sir, too, if you give your name and your address, please.
My name is Eddie Martinez, and I'm going to be the contractor, and the address is 8701 Wilmer's Drive. And what it is on the back of the house, they have like that 3 and 12. It's like a 4-inch reveal. It's 12-inch siding with 4-inch reveals, and it's on the back of their house already. So that's what we're going to put on the whole right around the whole side of the garage. And then on the front bottom, they want to put white stone, which is like on the front of the house. I don't know if we have a picture of it on here now, but on the front of the house over the entry, then they had that white stone. They just want to put some of that like 3 or 4 foot on the bottom on the front, and that's to to kind of like match the front of the house. So we have this the 3-in-1 siding plus the stone that's already on the house. We're going to match that.
Sounds nice. Sounds nice. I think they're going to match it too, that makes it even
And
better.
the roof will match the
With the match too?
Oh, yeah.
And you won't see much of the house. We're going to do a flat valley on this side anyway, plus 8-foot fence. So it'll be very minimal what you see on the house. So.
All right. Well, thank you. So anybody has any questions? All right, thank you. All right, this time, this of course is a public hearing, so we will report the public hearing. Looks like we have a, well, probably did have one turn in notice, but they are a no-show, but they were here today to speak in favor of your request. All right, that being said, obviously, if there's anybody else who wants to speak on behalf of a public hearing environment, seeing none, we'll close the public hearing. At this time, we'll take any comments that the board has. This time, I would entertain a motion. You have one?
Make motion to approve. That's written.
All right. You have a second? You have a second? All right, all in favor? Hold on. Please. With that, the motion carries. Congratulations. That being said, we're done. We're adjourned. Let's have a great night.